Now, before we start even passing the guard, the open guard, you need to learn how to break the closed guard. Without knowing how to break the closed guard, you'll never get a chance to either pass open guard, half guard, spider guard, any of that kind of stuff. So from here, we're going to start with the most basic position, closed guard. Now from here, this opening works really well for me. It works well against guys who are taller, shorter, heavier, lighter, skinny, fat, whatever. It works really well against anyone. So for me, what I want you guys to do is knees. Your knees are always on the outside of the hips here. Okay? Squeezing the hips together. Good base, good posture. Hips are back. You don't want to be up here, obviously. Okay? It's good posture. Now for me, what I'm going to do, I'm going to work both of my hands inside the lapels now. So I'm going to go thumb in. So you can even open up the lapels first a little bit if you like. Get some slack. Thumb in, thumb in. Now I'm going to punch both of my hands underneath the armpits right here. And lock my elbows tight to the body. Now I'm going to walk my legs one by one, just one step back. So 1 and 2. Now what I'm doing by doing that is I'm putting more pressure on his lock. Okay, that's the key behind this. Put pressure on his lock so he wants to open up that closed guard eventually. So when I get here, I'm going to step back one by one. 1 and 2. Now, next step, I'm going to step each leg up one by one. 1 and 2. Okay? But let's go back a step. When I step up the first leg, I'm going to step it up nice and tight to the hip. I want you guys to be aware of that. When I step in, I'm pushing my knee in towards the thigh right here. So let's say for whatever reason he underhooks my leg here. If he tries to pull it out, go ahead. It's hard for your opponent to pull your leg out. If we post our leg out here, it's easy for our opponent to reap underneath the leg and pull it up here, and now we're stuck in a position like this, which is common. Okay, so make sure this leg is tight. So one more time. I'm here, I walk back, and I step up nice and tight. My knee's pointing in. Now, when I step up my second leg here, my knee, instead of going to the outside, is going to go underneath his hips. So I'm going to step up, and my left knee goes underneath the hip right here. So if I move away to the side, my knee falls right here. Now, once I get that knee there, my first original knee is going to go in the same direction. It's going to go underneath the hips, right here. So now I'm putting a lot more pressure on his lock. Now from here, I'm going to work my hands up one by one underneath this drawstring. All the gi pants have drawstrings, so aim for that. So I'm going to walk 1 and 2. I pinch the material underneath the drawstrings, and I pull it up, and I make a good fist, then I drop my elbows inside of the thighs. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to sit like you're sitting in a chair. Boom, pops the guard open easily. So again, lock your guard. I'm going to sit here, and this puts a lot of pressure on his lower back. So now he's keeping his guard by keeping his lower back tight, and his lower back's going to tire out. Okay? Now I just push my hips back and push his hips down towards the mat. One leg back, one leg in. So now we can start knee cutting, X passing, all that good stuff. But most important thing is that we open up the closed guard. So again, over here, knees on the outside, good base, good posture. Thumb in, and punch. Underneath the armpits, strong fist. 1 and 2. Elbows are locked on the outside of the body. Now I'm going to step my legs, I'm going to walk my legs back one by one. 1 and 2. Now I'm going to come in, nice and tight to the hip, one by one. 1. Now the second leg's going to come underneath the hips. Now that I got the second leg underneath the hips, the first knee comes underneath the hips now. Now I'm going to walk my hands up one by one. 1 and 2. Elbows inside, posture up to get the elbows inside. Now I sit in the chair, breaking his guard open. Now I push the hips down and push my hips back. One leg goes back, one leg stays in. Now I can start passing the guard. Now with a little speed behind it so you guys can see how it looks in real time. Another angle.